Yes, this is Dr. Deep Breathe. Listen, I'm telling you, today was like a level stress, DEF CON stress level 5, perhaps. And I just kept remembering to deep breathe. So I just want to break it down to y'all tonight. This is not a commercial, so it won't be no little quick minute blur. I'm just going to tell you to the real. I do not make these videos for profit. I do not make these videos for fortune and fame or to claim to be the biggest thing in deep breathing. No, there are thousands, I mean literally thousands and perhaps even arguably millions of people out there talking about breathing and deep breathing. People come at me with, do you know Bruce Him? I think they call him the Iceman or whatever. And he can deep breathe himself out of a block of ice and all this. Well, that's great. He and I have something in common. We know beyond a shadow of a doubt that the most important thing you will ever do every single day in your life is breathe. Now, we on the deep breathing level because we know the benefits and we know how the body is energized from trying to get every molecule of oxygen in your body via your olfactory system and your lungs. It is imperative. See, just like I was talking then, I ran out of breath. The reason why I make these videos is to remind myself to breathe. Because we get so caught up, we get caught up in our little day-to-day, and we just running and our minds is racing 1,000 different ways. We got to do this. We got to go pick up children from the daycare. We got to go and put gas in the car. We got to deal with a student in class. We got to deal with the maid at home. We got to deal with the puppies that are hungry. It's a lot to do. It's a lot to try to absorb and to pander yourself off in all those directions. But guess what? In all of that, you got to be doing what? Breathing. It is the most, I can't even reiterate it enough, imperative thing you do every day. And even with deep breathing, you're not getting every single molecule of that oxygen I was just talking about. No, the average person loses a good percentage of oxygen before they even get to the height of their inhale. So that means on just a rough scale percentage basis, you are inhaling 100% oxygen. You're only actually going to use maybe 15% because the rest of them blown off in gases. Some of you who don't deep breathe, it's going to fight for, like I said, before you get to the height of that inhale, everything you got is gone. Okay? It's just that serious. You can be running around and doing all these things and forget to breathe. I know I've done it. I've done it. I forgot to breathe. And all of a sudden, I'm trying to get it back. But you missed that cycle. Once you stop breathing, you've missed that cycle. It's gone. It's all to the next breath. So every one of those breaths that you can try to get, and that I try to get, I'm going to deep breathe. Ain't that right, Emma? Emma, she want to get in here on the mix. See how they got her attention? When you do that, you are waking up your lungs. You're saying, yes, I want more of this deep in my body. You need it down in the anaerobic chambers of your body. Here, those visceral organs, they need to get as much oxygen as they can so they can function and move and do the things they need to do for you so you can stay alive and sustain to do all these other things that you're doing. But it all starts with this. Like I said, if you're only getting perhaps 15% of that inhale in your lungs, then how much of that you think is going to be dispersed throughout your organs? I'm not a mathematician, but I know there's a lot more visceral organs in there that can use more than, say, split between them 2% of oxygen. I don't know, can it? I don't know. I'm not trying to do the math. I'm not trying to know all the statistics. I'm just trying to reiterate the fact that as much as you can and as powerfully as you can, breathe deeply. I practice deep breathing every single day. I'm telling you, I'm not a commercial. This is not any hype. You need to be deep breathing. So I'm getting ready to get off here because I'm losing some deep breathing time now while I'm talking. It's kind of difficult to really do any effective deep breathing when you're trying to talk. I'm breathing normal like everybody else. So, again, always remember that the essence of living is the breath of life, but now you know that it's the ethereal life that I'm talking about. You think about that.